Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here and do something a little different. I've been very inspired to do a case study reading. I don't know if you guys ever heard of case studies where we take people in a third party situation or a possible third party situation, famous couples, famous third party situations, uh, and look at it as a case study to see the ins and outs of their relationship dynamic so that we can see that what we're going through as twin flames is really having a trickle down effect on regular 3D relationships. Now, some of these may be discovered as what I feel would be a twin flame relationship, but I cannot definitely say yes or no. This is purely partially for entertainment and for relatability. Okay, so it's just a case study. This is something that I'm doing extra on this channel, and I'm going to be doing different case studies on different couples. Okay, so I'm starting with Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and Hailey Baldwin. Okay, the next one that I'm going to do in the next couple of days is the whole Tristan Johnson is his name? Jordan, I forget her last name. Jesus. Uh and Khloe Kardashian. Okay, so we all know what's going on with that. So what we're going to do is some case studies here so that we can do a little studying of relationship dynamics as well, okay? As I said before, this is purely for educational entertainment purposes. I don't really feel like you should apply it to your own situation unless you see some similarities where what they're going through is similar to what you're going through. But let's face it, these are stars. They say stars are just like us, but let's face it, I do feel like famous people kind of are from their own planet sometimes. They do some weird, odd things sometimes. So, us quote unquote regular folk, you know, sometimes don't understand what the modus operandi of the people are involved in the situations. But anyway, let's get started, okay? So we have four cards here for the relationship between Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber. And we have the other four cards for the dynamic between Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber is like the X factor here, okay? So wherever these third party situations are, this is a case study, as I said before, and we're just studying the dynamic, okay? Just to investigate human relationships a little further, okay? So the first four cards here, I'm feeling really like Justin rules the roost in that relationship between Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber. I feel like he's the one that is kind of a diva, right? It's like I feel because he came from YouTube. If you guys didn't know, he started out on YouTube, by the way. Okay, so he became really, really famous here on YouTube. So I feel with this Two of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the World card, and the King of Swords, I feel like he was trying to prove a point to Selena Gomez. That's what I feel, okay? Because look at this setup here. With the Two of Pentacles here, he is very impulsive. He has a very Knight of Swords type energy to him. He's very impulsive. This is not a person that thinks about things before he does them. And he's kind of thinking now, well, I kind of rushed into this, you know, I kind of did this to prove a point. Now, I don't know what zodiac sign he is, but I just get the impression from pictures that I've seen and any time that he's been on the news where Hailey Baldwin is concerned, she looks miserable, guys. She looks absolutely miserable. What I feel is that Hailey Baldwin is the karmic in this situation because she is not getting the same attention as Selena, even though Hailey is married to him. She's still feeling like it's just on paper. Because if you see the more recent pictures of them together, she looks absolutely miserable, guys, okay? And we have the Five of Swords here. So what I'm feeling is, as I said before, he kind of did this to prove a point. He probably was seeing a lot on the news that he can't get over Selena. So he kind of did this rush to prove a point to her through his ego. And ego played a big part in the decisions that he's made. Okay? But we also have the world card here. I don't feel it's going to last. I really don't feel it's going to last. So, any Selena fans out there, take heart, right? I do feel they'll be back together. Okay, it's kind of an issue where you see Selena and Justin, they've gone through their shit together, but they always migrate back to each other, right? They're like magnets. Classic in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Don't take it for gospel, okay? I do feel Justin and Selena might be twins. Okay? They might be twins. Um I feel he's going to say something about this. He's very famous for being in the news for fuck shit, okay? So with this King of Swords, I feel like he's going to be kind of an asshole about it. And that's further signified here by the Queen of Swords. So you got both of them here. Um, with the second set of cards here, we're going to focus on Selena and Justin, okay? I don't know if you guys want me to keep doing these case studies, but I thought this would be part entertainment because, we do follow celebrities' lives, right? You know, I'm guilty of that too, my favorite celebrities. And it's also a good way to study human behavior and study human relationships, okay? Because let's face it, a lot of us, that's how we do our people watching, by watching our favorite celebrities and what's going on in their lives. So, as far as Selena and Justin are concerned, I feel like there's been, on his part, especially with the Page of Swords here, because this is the setup that we have for them. The Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords. So we have two pages here, and the Chariot. So like I said before, I don't feel it's gonna last between Hailey Baldwin and Justin Bieber. Um, I feel they have been texting each other with the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords right next to each other. They're both looking at each other's social media. I think more so him than her. I feel like he just appears on her feed because they're friends, but she's not really like looking for him. It's more so him that's looking at her. Okay. And with this Chariot, I feel like he's a little determined to reignite the fire, if you understand my meaning. So, this 10 of Wands here, it's like I feel like he's tired of putting on a show with this whole Hailey Baldwin thing. Look, I have nothing against the girl, nothing at all. I don't even know, what she's famous for, but Um, as far as this being a general reading and a case study, um, yeah, I don't feel it's all for show. I keep on getting the words "it's for show." Look, how many of us have ever seen that any of these Hollywood marriages ever last? I'm gonna be honest, right? Not a lot of them really last, and I really feel that this is for show. I feel like both of them had something to gain from this coupling, but it's not going to last because I feel like they've gotten everything that they can get out of it with this world card. And with the King of Swords, I feel it's him that's going to break it off. And if we know anything about Justin, yeah, um, I do feel he'll be the one to break it off. But, Hailey can, certainly surprise us because if you've seen any of the recent pictures, there's one in particular. She looks absolutely miserable, like, oh, God, I got to do this again, right? So we'll see. Stay tuned. As for Selena and Justin, they are always going to find their way back to each other. I feel they're soulmates or twins. Okay? They always migrate their way back to each other. They've known each other since they were very, very young, and they're one of those on, off, on, off type deals. And whenever that happens, you know that there's always a reason that the two always migrate back to each other. Look, whoever you're a fan of, Hailey, pro Hailey or pro Selena, because there's always a pro somebody. Um, I feel it's going to be Selena, just for the fact that there is a strong connection between these two. Okay, he doesn't always act maturely. No, this is Justin we're talking about. Um, but again, I feel like this whole Hailey thing is for show to prove a point to Selena that he can move on. Basically, right? He basically did it to, in a way, in his ego, kind of hurt her. But she's a very forgiving person. I get from her that she's very forgiving, and well, I don't know if she's going to necessarily take him back. What it says in the cards here is that with the talking and everything, there's always going to be that, at least that connection where the connection is not going anywhere. Whether they decide to jump in with both feet, that remains to be seen. As for now, there's always going to be that looking out for each other, okay, because they're friends. So, and I imagine that Hailey can't feel really good about that, you know. Again, this is like a very famous third party situation. So, let's see how it plays out, guys. If you like this type of reading and you want me to do more of these case studies, let me know. And I had fun doing this, actually. It takes kind of the pressure off of us, right? And we get to poke into somebody else's life for a change, right? All right, guys. I am going to be doing the karmic type video uh, as soon as I finish recording with this one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you feel about this in the comments if you want me to continue doing these case studies. I feel it's a great idea. So, all right, love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.